I think one of my main responsibilities as a builder is I'm more or less the person that ties it all together. You may have a structural engineer, he's thinking about his structure. Someone else designing another part's thinking about maybe just the landscape. But my responsibility is to make sure that all these are blending. Does the structure take into consideration the slope of the land, things that he may not be aware of? I run into that all the time. If the designers are just real singular minded, there has to be somebody that ties all that together, that's asking the right questions. How's this going to impact another area that they're not acquainted with? And that really can be a problem. When I get a set of plans, that's exactly the first thing I start looking for, is how does this all blend? Has someone designed something that's going to conflict with something else that hasn't been addressed? I think that drainage is something that no one wants to think about. I mean, that's kind of not any fun, but it can really make somebody's life miserable if no one's really thought about the drainage around the home. You know, if you get a really flat site, you think, no problem. I'm looking at it saying, there is a problem, because flat sites don't drain. We're going to have to do something extra to make sure that your flower beds and all these things are going to not stay mushy and wet or cause foundation problems. So that's when I would suggest that you're going to have to raise your foundation or do some things to take all this into consideration. And people don't like to discuss that because it's not fun to talk about dirt and drainage, and it's not their fireplace, it's not their staircase, and there's plenty of time for that. But this is where I sometimes am the spoiler in the party, because these are important and they have to be discussed. And I've actually lost jobs because I put money into those things where other contractors didn't address them. They would just let the homeowner and maybe the architect or someone tell them what they wanted, but these things aren't addressed. So it's very important that you have someone on the job that can see the whole picture, know how it's going to work, and then stand behind it when it's over with.